Hey, um, this will be posted to my Facebook wall. I'm going to be using language in this one, I'm sure. Um, Tie here. Screw that. Screw that. Um, a lot of you have questions about how I'm doing, but it's not about me right now, okay? Um, in my hometown, I don't say it often, but I'll say it this time. I'm sorry, guys, I'm half buzzed out of my tree. Language warning. Um, I'll say it right here and right now. Kids, get out of the room. Parents, guardians, get them out of the room. This is an adult conversation. I always get flack for the language I use. Tonight, if you'll indulge me, tonight's the night where I'm just going to be real with you. Um, I'm trying to hold it together. You have 5 seconds. Get one. Get one. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to go about this. I don't even know if I'm the right fucking guy to be saying anything about this. Um, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that I work with, especially tonight when I got the news, I'll explain in a second. For those of you that don't know, we lost a brother this morning. And I mean a fucking brother. Somebody I was close with, somebody I was friends with. It's somebody that always made sure that he gave a damn about me and told me that he cared about me. We lost a brother. Fuck the Superman stuff. Fuck all that. I was hoping when the shooting happened here in Fredericton, where I live, in New Brunswick, Canada, I'll just fucking go ahead and say it. I was hoping that I didn't know anybody that was involved. I was hoping that we lost a brother. Damn. His name was Donnie Robichaud. Just to clear the air, for those of you that are watching, that I told that I would say something about this because I have to. He was a friend of mine. Still is a friend of mine. He's a brother of mine. Always gotten along with him. To me, he was a great guy. I've never had a problem with the guy. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to take it in. I don't mean to speak for anybody when I'm saying this, but I do feel a sense of responsibility for singing for a band like Awake by Sunday. Just to further clear the air, he was our second bass player way back in the day. Doesn't play for us now. Just to clear the air, doesn't play for us now. But he did stick with us for many years. I'm sorry, I still don't feel qualified to even say nothing about this. He's always been a friend of mine since back then. Since even before the band got back together now with the original lineup. It's not about that. Excuse me. I considered him a loved one. I considered him a person with great respect, a person of honor, a person that took care of his kids. Oh, those poor boys, man. There's 2 boys that he left behind. There was a shooting that happened this morning. And I'll get to the other side of the fence here when I'm done. Okay, so thank you for indulging me. I'm half buzzed out of my tree right now because I don't know what to fucking do with this information. I don't want to speak for the boys either in the band, but we're flabbergasted, man. We don't know. But this morning a shooting took place in my hometown of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Freddie Beach, Fredericton. In Canada, we're way up east. We're right to the right. Shootings don't happen here, typically. Stabbings might-ish. We live in a very safe city where things don't happen that way. And the shooter, this is just conjecture that I've heard, and I hate hearsay. You followed me so far. You fucking know that I hate hearsay and conjecture. I hate it. As far as I know, from what I've heard, and I hate the grapevine. I'd rather just find out for myself the facts and then give you guys the facts. You know me to be an honest and truthful person. The shooter, male, 47, 48 years old, I guess, was treated for injuries at the hospital. Forgive me for 1 second. Just for 1 fucking second, forgive me. Yeah, I know I'm using language, but at least I'm fucking being real with you. It's not like you haven't heard it before, and I'm sorry to use such language in such a public setting. But listen. I've known Donnie for a long fucking time. And I've had the greatest respect for that motherfucker for a long fucking time. If you're going to judge me for using language, it's not like you haven't heard it before. Grow the fuck up. On me. I don't mean to be selfish. I don't mean to speak for anybody else. But I use this means and the way to express my opinion. Heaven for fucking bid. I've known Donnie a long fucking time. That motherfucker is one hell of a bass player. And he's got a great voice on him too. He always did. Especially with harmonies, man. He was spot on. Spot on. Did his homework with tunes back when Awake by Sunday was a thing back then. And I'm talking almost a decade ago. And I've always been very appreciative of having him around. Because I did keep in contact with him. He's always been a friend. He was one stand-up dude, man. He always treated me with respect. And love. And courtesy. But most importantly, respect. He was a great father. Still is a good father. And he was a good friend. That's all I have to say about that. We lost a good one. I lost a good friend. He was with us a long time ago, with Awake by Sunday a long time ago. For a few years, man. And we had fun. We had the house spot at Nicky Z's back when that was a fucking thing. And now it changes ownership every fucking week. Or it changes fucking names. I'm pretty emotional. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be not so angry when I do this one. I'm trying to be respectful. So I'm at work, right? I get this message from my guitar player now, one of the originals. And James, thank you. About 10 after 3 this afternoon. I usually go to work from 4 to 12 or 4 to 11. Tonight was 4 to 12. I get this message 10 after 3 saying it's not 110% sure or 100% sure, but Donnie was involved. My heart sank. Apparently it happened in his building and where he lived. So that aside, I also want to say a big cheers and a big respectful thank you and a lot of love to the first responders. There were 2 officers, let alone Donnie and another person that lost their lives. There was 4 people in total that died. I want to say a huge respectful thank you. God bless you. To the first responders, to the police, the Fredericton City Police, because I do have friends in the force. To all the first responders, the dispatchers, the EMTs. I'm so sorry for your loss. You lost 2 great officers this morning. One girl that I used to serve at the pizza place that I work at, who's always been a sweetheart, who's only been on the force for 2 fucking years. And the other one, who's a very sweet man, who meant a lot to a lot of people, who's been on the force for 20 plus years. It's always the good ones, man. It's always the fucking good ones. I'll never understand that. Such needless violence. It's needless. In the city where I live in, gunshots don't normally happen. I'm sorry, guys. Hey. There's whiskey in the glass for Donnie, by the way, because he couldn't drink beer. He drinks whiskey, so... Side note, Lisa took upon herself, we both took it upon ourselves to get whiskey instead of beer tonight. Because that's what you do. And I've lost a lot of friends in my life. People that I'm close to. This is the right thing to do. This one's a strong one. God bless our first responders, the Fredericton City Police, the EMTs, the dispatchers, firemen, firewomen, men and women of service. Thank you for what you do. We sent down a pizza tonight. It's the least we could do. Right, big man? I want to thank those that support me. But it's not about me. But I want to thank you. Thank you. Losing friends in your life is going to happen. But I hope for you, Neverland, that it's never as tragic. Even though losing friends is tragic in your life. I hope for your sakes that your lives are good, that you're happy. On a plus note, just to, I have to let this sink in. Save the condolences for me. My condolences go out to Donnie's kids, Donnie's ex-wife Mel. I'm so sorry, honey. And Donnie's family. Donnie meant something to me. We never had an argument one time. And he was such an ambiguous, ego. But he loved to play with us, man. He loved to play in general, whether it be Peyton's Addiction or Awake by Sunday, man. Or even any other project he was involved in. He loved to play. Damn it, man. That's what we're going to do for his sake. There's whiskey in the glass tonight, and as you can see, it's pretty dark colored. May he rest in peace. Donnie, we love you. I don't want to speak for the rest of the guys, but I know they do too. You made an impact on all of our lives, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. I always appreciated you, and I always respected you. And to your brothers that rode with you, I respect you too. Shout out to Ray. God love you, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the loss. But cheers. This one's for Robichaud. Cheers. Clink is right. Pinky's up. If ever anybody close to Donnie needs anything, let me know. I'll be there with you. Tragic loss. And such a tragedy to begin with, man. Guns should never be a problem. I don't care what you do or what you're fucking involved in. On a lighter note, as of right now, officially, I am off work until Thursday. Vacation time. Tai needed a breakout. Needed a timeout. So Donnie, this one's also for you, man. You always did tell me I worked too hard. We got ourselves a little umbrella. This one's for you, little D. Get in there. Cheers, Neverland. Rant to Own's gonna be put off for a little while. Forgive me. God bless Donnie's family and their friends, who are all mutual friends of ours. Tomorrow morning's rehearsal with Awake by Sunday is going to be for you. God damn it. They all leave us too soon. Bad guy loves you. To Robichaud. Thank you, Neverland. Hope that cleared the air a bit. Don't worry about me. I'm cool. Be there for his family. Love you. Cheers. God bless you, Donnie.